Welcome back to Mo Makers Podcast. We've got Reece,
Rowan,
the Peace, motherfucking Rowan with us. What's up, Reece?
Nothing much, man. Just, I guess, quarantining and stuff. The
Yeah.
rest of us, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been
I
a
have
year.
COVID right now.
Oh, damn.
Sick.
Yeah.
Looks like
I was hoping to get you on the flip side. And
No. We all have COVID?
surprise you. Yeah, we all do.
You?
Well, except him.
Well, I took a rapid
surprised
test
him.
like an hour ago
Uh-huh.
because we have the budget to do rapid
Yeah,
tests.
yeah, we do. We
with the
do.
podcast.
Every guest.
And
we
I
get a
tested
rapid
positive.
test.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool then.
But
positive that I don't have it.
Oh.
So
Positively great.
positively COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Positively COVID.
You think this episode would get flagged because we've said COVID
Oh.
so much?
Flagged.
Like fact checkers.
Like what kind of? I mean, probably. I don't know.
If it were on Facebook.
Well,
I
the
guess.
thing is, all we do is spout nonsensical adjectives and verbs. So I don't think anyone will take it seriously.
Speaking of, I've got a bone to pick with you.
pick the bone. I'll give you a bone to pick.
In the last episode of the Nonsensical Ramblings,
Yeah?
you divulged a secret that was not meant to be divulged.
Uh-oh.
So what the fuck?
What's the secret, Brennan? What's the secret? Tell me. Tell
That
me more.
me and Jesse lock you up in a closet to film the episode?
All right, so I have it on recording that you lock me in a closet one time for 4 days, and you left me in there without food or water. I had to survive on mothballs and shoe soles. I had
And
to
you're
live
here.
with my own feces.
You're here right now, Ben. You're fine.
I'm not here
You're fine.
anymore. I
Ben,
have not
you're
been
fine.
here in a very long time.
Well, that wasn't my doing. That
Ye-
wasn't mine and Jesse's doing.
Ever since you locked me in there,
We did it
went
one time,
downhill.
Ben. You've been like this for 6 years.
Shut up!
But are you a better man now, Ben?
No.
He was never a good man.
I'm a terrible person.
Well, are you worse?
Yes.
No,
Well, that's
Every
better.
day I get a little bit worse, and that's my goal, to eventually one day be the worst.
The worst.
The worst.
Well, they're building upon your person. You just said your goal, and they're helping you achieve your goal. They're pushing you.
To be the best
they're-
possible worst person you can.
Yes.
But the thing is, why are they? That's a very evil thing to do, to make someone be the worst, even if that is my goal. You know,
We're
it's-
just trying to better you in your escapade of being the worst.
you're trying to worsen me.
We're trying to better you.
They're trying to help you reach your end goal, Ben.
My end goal.
That's why I'm here.
We don't judge.
All
Ben,
right,
this
I'm
is
ready to utilize your skill set. That's true. Honestly.
Well, that was a good 6 minutes of nothing. It
that was
6
3.
minutes.
That was 3 minutes.
it was
Brennan.
nothing.
It feels like an eternity when you're in
I
here.
feel like I've been here for 6 hours.
Exactly.
And we haven't even been talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Have we?
I don't know.
What time is it?
It's 4:17
No, it's not.
a.m.
I was going to say that.
So, Reece the Piece.
Mm-hmm.
How's it hanging?
Well, I got these blue light
No, the
glasses
piece. How's your piece hanging?
on. My piece.
Your piece.
It fell off. It's gone. It fell off. I'm not going to lie. It's been cold. It fell off. It's gone.
It got frostbit and just
Yeah. It's gone.
Well, you won't miss what you don't use.
Yeah. I mean, now I have the opportunity to, like, you know, we're born with a piece. But now you have I don't know. I'm just assuming piece means dick. You're born with a piece.
I was talking about the chain.
I don't have a chain on.
Oh.
Don't let him lie to you.
Well, this is awkward.
There's like one person I know who wears a chain. He's a 17-year-old kid who works at Stardust, and he should not have a gold chain.
You shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
Well, I wear chains sometimes, but
Yeah, but I feel you can
I wear a lot of rings.
I
and-
can, but like it's bougie on you.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's
Yeah.
like it's part of the aesthetic. You're a musician.
Mhm. Yeah, rock star.
You can do it because
Yeah.
you've earned it.
Yeah, I've earned it. I've earned the right to wear rings.
Exactly.
You want to know how I got these scars?
You make great hip hop tracks.
Mhm.
So I'm just you've earned it at that point.
Well, let's jump into that since we're
Yeah.
kind of there. So your parents don't know you say fuck.
Now, I'm assuming that they assume that I say fuck, but they do not know that I say fuck. No.
For those at home that can't see, again, because we don't record this for video, Reece just about choked on his water. that
Yeah,
he's
I
drinking.
drink a lot of water.
I mean, you should.
I'm gonna be honest, and I I'm a very loud drinker and speaker. I make a lot of weird noises, so it's kind of hard to record music as well.
Okay.
So if you hear any weird noises, that's definitely me, probably.
I don't know. Might be
So
me.
so do you sing or is it just solely rapping?
I can't really sing
Okay.
unless you hear like the deep voice singing. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I mainly just rap.
Okay.
That's it.
How long have you been producing? Because Ben said that you do like a lot of the
I do
beats and
everything.
stuff.
I mean, I mix, I make my own beats.
Sweet.
I write everything. I record everything. I've been producing for about a year, unless you count GarageBand on my phone. Then it's been about like 2.5 years. I'd count GarageBand on my phone. So yeah,
I'd
probably
count
like 2
it
years.
as
Yeah.
like an entry level,
Yeah.
maybe.
You're
I mean,
still
you're not, like-
learning.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh
You're
yeah,
still
and you always
curating
learn.
the vibe, but
Yeah.
it's not your like you're doing it. Like
Yeah.
you're using preset
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
So-
you gotta start somewhere.
Exactly.
but it's still part of the process.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
I mean, we actually, me, Cooper, and Jesse, we made a track called MFA. It's motherfucking A. And we made it on GarageBand, and we actually recorded it in my old car, which was name was the Mixer, because in the car
Okay.
we record it.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna release that like remastered on Ableton
hell
with
yeah.
all the
Nice.
vocals and stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, technically, I've been producing my whole life. As soon as I came out of the womb, my mom handed me a MIDI keyboard and was like, "Go at it." So,
That's cool. It's really cool to have more than just like a musician. Like I'd still call you a musician,
Yeah,
but it's
you're
a different
phenomenal
type
musician
of.
because you also play saxophone.
Yeah.
For
I did
anybody who
not-
else
I
doesn't
was
know.
unaware of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So
He
now
He played
I feel like a
saxophone
terrible
at the
host.
show that you came to, but you left before he played.
Well, then I wouldn't know
Wow.
that he played.
I know. but
Thanks, Ben.
Maybe you saw pictures.
I don't. Now I put the face with the name.
Yeah, and
I-
he's in Aoka.
and I'm wearing glasses. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just took the
hey,
glasses
Yeah,
off.
see, there
yeah.
it is.
Now
yeah.
he recognizes me.
Do
Clark
you
Kent
do you know
effect.
who Kodiko is?
Yeah.
Do you know their producer Spock?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
just know who he is. I don't. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Tiny Meat Gang is their like rap group,
Yeah.
but it's like a satirical rap
Yeah.
stuff, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Spock is the guy that like makes their beats, and you remind me of Spock.
Oh wow.
So
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
It
I'm
is.
gonna listen to them now.
yeah, Tiny Meat Gang is
Uh huh.
so good.
Okay. I'll check them out definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm gonna talk now.
Okay.
No.
Nothing. Yeah.
I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
Besides, sea shanties, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
We were talking
can
a
talk
little
about
bit
she
before we started recording about
Yeah.
TikTok and sea shanties.
What's going on?
And
here?
for whatever reason, that is an awfully hot coffee
Yes.
pot.
It is an awfully hot coffee pot.
For those that are not on TikTok, Eminem has blown up over there for that one little.
he finally made it.
He finally
made
made
it.
He's
Finally.
gone viral. But sea shanties are like a massive thing that are like just starting to become viral. Like I've seen maybe 4 videos in the last week.
Yeah.
Where
I have
this week I'll probably see 12.
Yeah.
Like it's blown up.
Mm.
So do you want to talk about that a little bit, Ben?
About TikTok?
No, about sea shanties.
Oh, sea shanties. I mean, there's a lot of different types of she shanties. What are you talking about?
She-shanties?
She shanties.
Is
I mean,
it-
you can't say she shanties without pronouncing the s. She.
Sea shanties.
Yeah.
No. Sea. Damn it. Ben.
You really messed him up there.
How do you say it?
Sea
She
shanties.
shanties?
Sea shanties.
Sally
She
sells
shan-
sea shanties by the sea store.
It's a sea
By the
shanty.
she shanty store.
It's sea
No.
shanty or she shanty?
I mean, what kind of sea shanty are we talking about here? Are we talking about a treasure shanty? Are we talking about a rum shanty? Are we talking about a forego the sail shanty? Are we talking about the
Batten
starboard
down the
to
hatches.
yeah,
Yeah, forget about those.
the poop deck?
Poop deck. Poop deck shanties.
I really don't know.
Yeah,
I just know that.
I know like one off the top of my head. It's the Decemberists do it. It's like the Mariner's Revenge song. Goes through this whole thing about this dude who's in a whale with his father who he wants to kill.
Oh wow.
And like it's like 9 minutes long.
That's
It's a
kinda cool,
whole
though.
thing. Yeah.
It's 9 minutes.
It's like a 9 minute long conceptual sea shanty song.
I think they kind of stole from the Bible there. It was Jonah and the whale.
Maybe, I don't know, man.
I mean,
Ooh.
they could probably get him for plagiarism. God could probably take him to court.
Take him to court. Jesus Christ will see you in court.
That'd be the most terrifying letter to receive in the mail.
You ever heard of Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yeah, of course.
Jesus Christ Attorney. That's so stupid.
It
But
kind of really is.
It was funny. I said it.
Jesus Christ Superstar. That was their singer
I've
for
never
the original one.
I've never seen or even know what Jesus Christ Superstar is.
I've never seen or heard either, but I know it's great.
But anytime I hear someone say Jesus Christ, I think of Superstar.
Yeah. But the first like thing that came out, I forget if it was a play first or if it was just an album first, but it was actually the singer to Deep Purple. So Smoke on the Water. Dun, dun,
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, Ben's not that old.
I mean, come on, 37.
Nope. Well, he's blowing on his tea.
Well, yeah, come on. I mean, I'm an old man. I'm an old man. Oh, wait.
And we're just gonna skip right past that. So, with writing, I didn't expect to talk about music or like rap or anything, but I'm fascinated by rap.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, I don't know if you
Oh,
knew that.
no, I kind of knew that. You really love yourself some Kanye.
I love Kanye.
I love Kanye too,
I think
actually.
Kanye is one of the most intelligent people.
Yeah.
To think the way he does is a very hard thing to understand. Because people think you're crazy. Because your mind is going a million miles a minute.
I mean, he's like Beethoven and stuff,
He really is. And people think I'm stupid for saying that. He is this generation's Einstein.
No, yeah, I agree.
And not in a theoretical physicist kind of way.
No, I
but
know.
in
I just definitely feel like there's better ones out there.
Kanye did it first.
Did what first?
Everything. He really did.
Just because you do it first doesn't mean you perfect it.
He did it the best.
I agree with that.
I mean, look at the Beatles. They did it first. They got super popular, but they are definitely not the best in my opinion.
Oh, I 100% agree with you there.
So
I think the Beatles are okay. They're just...
I definitely
mid.
think Kanye is great, but I definitely feel like there's other stars out there. Like Kendrick Lamar. Absolutely. Like,
much better rapper.
Agree, yeah.
and
Much
I
better
feel
rapper.
like definitely has a lot musically. His music, a lot of weird jazz shit is going on that goes over a lot of people's heads.
But he's not necessarily producing all that. While Kanye has a big hand in he doesn't produce
yeah,
all of his tracks.
Fair.
But yeah, Kanye has a huge hand in producing.
And the thing with Kanye is that he started out producing beats.
Yeah.
He started out doing that.
I don't know too much about Kanye.
Oh, I know all about Kanye. I just listening to interviews of Kanye like gets me fired up.
Oh yeah.
Because like all he does is want to innovate everything. Not just rap, not just hip hop, not just beats, but everything.
I mean, he has a clothing brand too. I mean,
he has, but he's also trying to like do his own version of society.
Yeah,
like which is wild to even consider. But he has that Uses Ranch out. Is it Uses Ranch? The ranch out in wherever.
Wyoming. It's in Wyoming.
Yeah,
Him and Kim K are getting a divorce, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think they're not. I checked into that, and I think they're because it was the thing where like the hookup with Jeffree Star everyone heard about. Yeah.
Well, it started when he had his mental breakdown.
Yeah, that too.
When he was campaigning.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a mental breakdown. He was just emotional because of the thought of aborting his child. Like that's a fair thing to get emotional about.
Yeah, I saw that. It seems like he's kind of misunderstood in a way because you can't get into the mind of him.
I definitely feel like a lot of pop stars, rock stars, anybody in the spotlight are definitely like they're still humans.
That's a conspiracy in itself, though. Because let's look at Alex Jones. He's not crazy, but he's been made out to be crazy.
Because I don't know, he's one of those. I go back to the way of thinking of if you. Okay, you're Alex Jones. You see and hear all. You're Alex Jones.
We're all Alex Jones.
That was.
The frogs are gay and the turn of the salamanders misogynist. We need to go back to the old medieval times.
Oh, this
make
is
our
a
way
treat,
back.
ladies and gentlemen. We have not had Alex Jones on in a long time.
Joe, listen to me here, Joe. I gotta tell you, you will not believe the fascist regimes that are inside. Jamie, pull this up. Pull this up.
But if you see all the things that Alex Jones says he sees and hear all the things he says he hears, whether you believe in those things or not, he does.
Absolutely.
And so if you believe all those things, you're gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But in a way, he's not crazy. Like if you look at him and think without a bias of I've been told this man is crazy.
I feel
the way he talks
it's less
is crazy, yes.
and it's more just unstable because you have all of this information, you have all of this all these qualms with the world, all these issues,
But-
and all these bad things that you know about.
But if you look at it from a lens of like the powers that be, whoever they might be, don't want truth to be revealed. They don't want
Yeah,
us to know
yeah.
what's
That is true.
actually going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So anyone that starts to delve into a little bit of truth, Kanye, when he was on his rants about slavery
Yeah.
ending 400 years ago, people thought he was stupid. But he wasn't talking about slavery that we know. He's talking about the slavery that we're all currently in,
Yeah.
which is paying taxes until we die, which is slavery. It
Yeah.
is. It's paying I'm unsolicited. I am not wanting to pay this thing that I
Yeah.
am forced to pay by penalty of fines and jail.
I don't know. I feel like we think of taxes in a very different way nowadays. But if you think of it in the sense of like go back to fucking like Robin Hood, take that scenario as an example, that world, and the sheriff of Nottingham comes by, he's like, "Give me your fucking money, or you're going to jail forever." That's literally what we live in today. It's
Yeah.
just less forceful because
I'm
it's
not
automatically
downplaying-
taken out.
I'm not downplaying slavery. Slavery was a terrible thing that
obviously.
happened.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we are the modern day slaves.
I mean,
Like Kanye had a song about new slaves.
I love that song so much, dude. That
Blood
song
on the
goes-
Leaves.
Yeah. I've actually been listening to a shit ton of Yeezus recently
Yeah.
because it's such a good album.
My favorite's probably Pablo,
Oh, I love Pablo.
just because of the time in my life that it came out.
Mm-hmm.
The production on it is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I miss that Kanye.
Mhm.
I don't care for College Dropout or those first few
Yeah.
albums. Yeezus, Twisted Fantasy, and Pablo are the three.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree. I think Yeezus. I just recently discovered Yeezus because I
Okay.
go through albums. I don't like I'm gonna listen to this entire artist's discography right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just I'll find an album. I really like that song and I connect with it right now and I listen to
Yeah.
the whole album, kind of like a sea shanty that I
Yeah,
just did earlier.
for sure.
But I listened to I think New Slaves actually on a TikTok.
Nice.
Like a remix of another song. Someone put some other person's verse on New Slaves, and I was like, oh, that slaps. That beat slaps. I
Nice.
need to hear that song. And I obviously already heard Black Skinhead. I mean, that's yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to all Yeezus, and I was like, this is incredible. And like,
Well, and that's like Yeezus was a cultural turning point album.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't get into Kanye until Pablo came out, really. And our vocalist Caleb, he used to love Kanye back when Power came
yeah.
out, and I was like, it's rap.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Because I was very egotistical and thought that the only music was real music
Yeah.
and that beats weren't real music and, the things that you go through when you're 12, 13, 14. But Yeezus was a turning point in like the hip hop culture because he had so much electronic and like that distorted sound and like it was unheard of to do that.
it's like almost the definition of experimental.
Yeah,
to a point. And
absolutely.
the subject matter is beautiful too because he's like that egotistical dickwad who's like, I don't care what happens. I'm cooling everyone on Hold My Liquor. I think is what it's called. Like he's like, I can't handle no liquor, but these bitches can't handle me. That's literally like everyone knows that one guy gets drunk and like punches a hole through the wall. And he's like, I'm better than everyone else. Come fight me. And it's like that's what he was portraying towards the end. Actually, Bound 2 is one of my favorite songs ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I could talk about it for a while.
I miss like he went from Pablo to and I don't know. He went from Pablo to Finding Faith, and the quality of his production just went down.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And I'm not saying that him finding faith is the reason for it, but historically, other bands, artists that find faith tend to take the same route with production and quality of product. When a lot of bands have the opposite, where they started out as a faith band and lose that monocle of this is why we're doing this, and the product gets better because they take that aaspect out of it.
I mean, because when you think of Kanye, especially old Kanye, you think anything but a Christian man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he interrupted Taylor at the VMAs. He made all of his music is usually really raunchy, especially like his middle stuff, like with Yeezus and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Pablo. And
the thing with Twisted Fantasy, I don't know. Have you looked into that album at all?
I've heard most of it. Yeah.
So the album is it's almost like Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
He has a video that accompanies the album.
Yeah.
and he wrote, directed, produced the album, the video that goes with it. But it's just a 30-minute music video, basically, of this story that he's telling through the songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it is our generation's Michael Jackson. It really is. And I'm not saying that Kanye's the king of pop. Michael Jackson will be the king of pop because that's what he was. But he did something nobody else has done since that happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we started talking about Kanye so much, but here we are. Yeah.
That's what y'all have in common
Yeah.
for sure. I can't interject too much because I don't know shit about Kanye.
Well, I have a special place in my heart for Kanye. Mm-hmm. I think that he's always been misunderstood.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think that he's been made out to be crazy because he knows too much. Mm-hmm. He was on the inside. The VMA stuff, the theory out there in the conspiracy circles is that was his initiation into the Illuminati.
Oh, wow.
And part of that is that you have to have a public embarrassment for you to initiate somebody into the Illuminati. And Taylor Swift is now one of the biggest names. I'm not saying it's true, but there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Gone
There's
down
a lot
some
of weird shit
conspiracy
out there.
I've never been in the Illuminati, so I wouldn't know.
I don't believe everything that I see, but theories are interesting.
It's good to definitely have an open mind about that stuff.
It's cool to see what might be.
Yeah.
There's always weird shit. There's always, like, I don't know. I definitely believe in a type of Hollywood Illuminati because just the way things are run over there, there is definitely, because, I mean, you know how people get Oscars or any of those type of things. They send gifts to the people who vote for the people.
Yeah. I mean, there's a committee board. I mean,
yeah.
It's like the people vote.
And if you don't, like, try and actively, like, do something for the people, they're not even going to think of you as an option.
That's why Macklemore beat Kendrick Lamar for best album.
I literally Friday watched a video about Macklemore beating out Kendrick, Kanye, Drake, all of them for best rap album of the year that year. And, like, Macklemore has a good rap.
Yeah, he's not bad.
But he's not the best.
No, he's not even close.
And there's, I don't know.
In fact, from Drake, Kendrick, and who else did you say?
Kanye.
I'm pretty sure Yeezus was an album that year.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
from
that
those three,
that
he's
year.
definitely at the bottom.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of all the four, he's definitely 4.
Kind of switching gears here, but staying on the rap. Do you know Lil Dicky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
I know Lil Dicky.
You know Lil Dicky?
Oh, I know Little Dicky.
Oh, Lil Dicky.
I know Little Dicky.
He's a really good freestyler, by the
Oh
way.
yeah. Oh man. My brother-in-law, he's really into rap. He likes like Suicide Boys and that kind of dark rap kind of stuff. But I showed him a Lil Dicky freestyle on Shade, and it blew his mind because it was like, off the top of his head. He can just go through, switch up the flow.
Yeah.
Just and everything is coherent throughout. I can't understand it.
No, I can't really freestyle at all, which is weird coming from a rapper. And like, I'm so scared that one day I'm gonna like get kind of big and someone's like freestyle and be like, I can't, because like when you like, I can, but only when there's.
That's
only when I'm going in my head.
Yeah,
that's an awfully hot. But I can only do like in my head. I can't. I'll freestyle in my head. I'm like, that's fire, and I don't remember it. And then I go to freestyle on a beat, and I'm like, this is really bad.
Well, it's like the pressure gets to you.
Yeah.
Your blood starts.
It's whenever you're at your loosest and whenever you're not thinking too much about it that I feel like everybody does their best ad-libbed work.
Yeah, that's like right when I get out of the shower and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, whoa, that's fire. I'm like, I need to write that down. Just kidding, I can't remember it. My brain's moving too fast.
Gotta constantly have your phone near you to go into voice memos.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
bad about that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be driving and I'll be like, hey Siri, set a reminder, because I like freestyle something. I'm like, set a reminder, and she won't get it right at all. And I'm like, that's fair. And I can't. It's like incoherent later.
Well, you gotta get really good. Maybe put your voice memos app on like the homepage of your phone.
I do have it actually.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, when I get an idea, even just for the sake of like a melody or something, I'll go to my voice memos and put it in there. I know you do that.
Yeah,
all
I've
the
got
time.
like 4 gigs worth in there.
Wow. I'm slacking, I guess.
Well, you're young, so we've got a few years on you as far as tricks of the trade.
I'm not at the voice memo part of my life yet. That happens like around 19.
Yeah.
I start doing voice memos.
Oh man,
God, it's still crazy to me to think you're so young.
Yeah.
Because you don't you're an extremely good musician and you're a great just musician,
Thank you.
like producer, rapper, all of these things. And you're just very well rounded for an individual of your age. And
Thank
you don't
you.
have that as
Yeah.
much.
You don't have that anymore these days.
Back
They
in
don't.
my day.
They don't make them like they used to. Coming.
Well, I think you do. You just don't get told about them.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
Right?
don't know.
Because he's not going to be in the news because he's doing his own shit.
Wow.
No,
Not gonna-
I
I'm
mean,
kidding,
like,
I'm
not
kidding,
gonna
I'm
be
kidding,
in
I'm
the
kidding.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah,
You're
I know
not
what you mean,
going
I
to
know what you
be
mean.
at a protest
Yeah.
because fuck protests, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I actually was at a protest.
Well,
But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
you look an awfully lot like the guy that wore the bison head at the.
Not that protest. Not that one.
That was a riot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But the ones that you get told about are the negative ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
anything that you're
yeah.
gonna see in the news and wherever is
Yeah.
just the bad of what's out there.
That's
Yeah.
true. I don't know. I work with someone your age, and God, he's awful.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate him.
There are a lot of people who are, I mean, like, even like 50 and they're awful. I mean,
That's
like,
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
That's a very
Yeah,
valid
that-
point.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm being ageist.
No, a lot
Ignorance
of kids
is
are
not-
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
ignorance is not specific to an age.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Nothing specific to anything, if you think about it.
that's true. Nothing's ever anything ever.
Nothing's real.
Nothing is real.
No.
We're living in a simulation.
In pizza, we crust.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the best. That's
Yeah.
the best.
I want to do more like that. Well, I mean, since we're kind of here, we've been going for a little bit. You want to do a little ad break? Talk about
Yeah, we
Some
can
stuff?
we can do the thing.
do the thing.
We can do the thing. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Just here we go.
Before we announce the winner of the first giveaway of 2021, do you want to tell the people what they can do to save money since they didn't win this?
I
giveaway?
really don't want to, but you have a gun to my head right now, so I'm going to. You can go to sperocloth.com. That is SPEROCLOTH.com. It'll be in the show notes down below. And you can use discount code MMP for 10% off. That is MMP for Moment Makers Podcast. That's what you can do to save a little bit of money on some great quality clothing.
So we're going to announce the winner now.
Are we?
It's a fella named Jason Folks.
Oh, Jason, folks. Buddy, you just won a lot of great clothing.
A lot of cool shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk with you about this, and we're gonna get you something real
We're going to
nice.
hook you up,
Mhm,
buddy,
hook you up.
for real.
Like a
we've got-
bass. Gonna hook the bass.
Okay. I didn't know
Let's
where
get
you were
on a
going with
fishing rant now.
that. Oh gosh. No. Let's finish the ad read and then we'll jump back into the podcast.
Are we not done yet?
No. So Jason won 2 long sleeves, 2 regular just t-shirts, and
Just
a
2
hoodie.
sleeves, 2 long sleeves.
Just two sleeves.
So both of the sleeves that go on one shirt, and then the t-shirt.
God, Ben.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Jason won. Jason, reach out to us on Instagram. We will not reach out to you because we're trying to grow the podcast.
Oh my god.
Jason, don't reach out, then I can win if you don't reach out.
Right.
It goes to
So
me.
if you don't reach out to us in 10 hours,
We'll just give ourselves.
yeah. Jason, we'll reach out to you later in the week to hook you up with that giveaway, show you what the designs are for this giveaway. Yeah, all that good stuff. We also have another giveaway coming this week, so keep up on the Spero_Cloth Instagram.
We have a lot of giveaways coming, so if you're at all interested in free things, look us up on either Spero_Cloth for our Instagram, or just look us up on the computer. You can look us up on
Ben, how old
the computer.
are you?
Check out our Moment Makers Podcast Instagram as well. We have a lot of great content down there. So yeah,
We're gonna hop back into the podcast now, so we can.
where have
stop
we been?
this weird stuff.
what weird stuff. This is all normal. Hey Reece, how you doing?
Well, I guess we're back now.
We never left.
I just wanted to say that if you get anything from them, it's very high quality from Spero Cloth. I ordered a shirt, and it was really high quality, very comfortable. Honestly, I'm not even saying this because I'm on the podcast right now. It's probably the most comfortable shirt I own, the most high quality shirt I've owned. And I own a lot of fucking shirts. I'm not even gonna lie. It was. I'm just saying, it's worth it, and the designs are pretty sick. So
We didn't ask him.
no,
to
he
say
did.
that.
They
No,
actually,
we did not pay him to say that.
No.
He purchased his own shirt.
Yeah, I did.
So that is a 100% just not an actor testimonial
Yeah.
there.
No,
so-
it was like for real.
Not an actor portrayal.
Definitely not had. They definitely don't have two guns to my head. At all.
We brought in someone else who sounds like Reece while Reece was in the bathroom to have him say that.
But the shirt that you bought was the pizza, pizza
We
crust.
crust. I really love that T-shirt.
It's a cool design.
It was cool. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm ordering that right now. And
I
it's
didn't,
cool.
I didn't even realize that you were going to drop that.
Yeah.
As a thing.
It was just random.
It was a great idea.
I had, and we've got. So for the year of 2021, we've got drops planned.
Mm-hmm.
But as I get designs and ideas out, like fleshed out on a computer to kind of see what it looks like, I'll drop random stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I think it's cool. Like it's cool shit. It's hot shit.
It's hot. It's
I mean-
it's cold hot shit.
Cold hot shit. Well, that's a way to put it. But that's kind of how I feel with music. Like, you know, you just drop it.
Yeah.
If you want it out there, you drop it.
Yeah.
And like, you know, people are gonna enjoy it.
It's so easy to get in your head about. Well, there's this. It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
professional.
You
or
gotta
it doesn't sound
strategically
like this.
drop it at this day because this day everyone's gonna be on their phone.
Right.
10% more than if they were this day. No, just
It's-
drop it.
Yeah.
I think
You can do that to a certain extent. Be like, well, there's obviously more people on Wednesdays or
Yeah.
whatever.
you
Yeah.
can
Like,
always
plan it.
talk yourself into not dropping it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's better to just drop it and
Yeah.
let it land.
Yeah.
You know, like that's.
Drop it and let it land.
Now we're talking about shit.
dropping shit.
But yeah. So with music, do you have stuff on places?
He's got
Yeah.
shit on Apple Music. I said.
Yeah, I have.
I know you did. I was just doing that for the sake of
the podcast.
Wow.
listener.
Yeah, so I use actually a program called DistroKid to release everything. It's literally everywhere, places I've never even heard of, like
Sweet.
Deezer. Also, I've heard of Tidal, but it's on Tidal. It's on everything. It's just my government name, which is Reece Rowan. I actually thought about having
My government name.
I actually thought about
Christian
having my
name.
name government name, which would be kind of a sick rapper name. Like, you
Honestly.
know, government name. What's your name? Government name. Yeah.
GN.
GN.
Good night. Oh, General Motors, everybody.
General Motors.
God, that one messed me up for a while.
It wasn't popular.
It was
no one gave a shit about
hilarious. What were so that go to
Okay, I will.
that. Go to Moment Makers Podcast on TikTok and see all the stupid shit we do. I don't know if you saw that one, Reece, but like it's just like me getting up in the morning, like, oh, General Motors, everybody.
I have seen that one.
oh man, it killed me. I laughed out
Yeah.
loud.
I did too. Actually, a lot of the stuff you guys post is really funny.
The algorithm on
It's so
TikTok
dumb,
is
dude.
so weird.
Yeah,
like
it's
I'll
dumb.
get ones with like 15,000 or
Oh, wow.
1,500
150?
1,500
Okay.
like views or whatever, and I'll get others that get 7.
Yeah, it's really.
I don't
But then the
understand.
likes don't add up either because 1,500 people will see it and 10 people will like it.
Yeah, and
And
then,
then a video
with
of
300
Ben's van got
Yeah.
like
50
70
likes, but only 100 views.
Yeah.
So it's the weirdest thing.
I mean,
don't
I've posted like rap stuff on there, and you know stuff that I'm actually proud of, and then
Yeah.
it won't get anything. And then I posted a video of me growling at something that some guy said, and it got literally 500,000 likes, and I was like, "Oh my lord, why?
Right.
I should just growl more often. I should growl all the time."
Well, and people make careers doing shit
yeah.
like that. Like if
It's
you had
beautiful,
made
actually.
4 or 5 videos, you could be the growling
Yeah.
TikTok.
Everyone's like, "Have you seen that guy who growls on TikTok? Have you seen that?" You know.
And then you could get sponsors that like throat
Yeah.
lozenges or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
fucking Ricola like
Like,
Reece-
Papa Ricola. I'm good now. We're fine. I don't have to
Reece
growl
Rowan, the
anymore.
Ricola guy.
I've seen a lot of speaking of sponsors on TikTok are like Bang Energy, which
Yeah.
are probably not good for you. They could probably like fuel your
No,
car.
they're
You put it in
awful.
your gas tank. Yeah, they're not good. But you know, a lot of it kind of like worries me because like you're totally allowed to promote whatever you want to,
Yeah.
even if it's not an ad. But worries me that kids would be like, oh, I can drink Bang and then go have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's like Red Bull Records.
Mm-hmm.
Like Red Bull was always that one that, like, I had a friend in high school middle school, who would drink a Red Bull every morning.
Wow. Well,
Middle school.
That's sort of like, it's sort of like coffee though, but like it's worse for you than coffee. But
Oh,
yeah.
it
also kills your sperm count.
does
Really?
it?
Yeah.
Well,
All energy drinks?
Taurine, which is in a lot of energy drinks.
almost all.
Yeah,
energy
that's why
drinks.
I'm shooting blanks nowadays.
Well, I drink a Monster every now and then. I'm not saying it's like bad. I'm just saying.
I'll drink Monster.
Yeah.
I like the 0-calorie Monsters.
Oh, like the green one. I don't. Ultra Paradise.
See, I like the white and the orange.
Those are good too. The orange one's really
I
good.
call the white one white girls and orange ones orange boys. But I like Monsters. There's something about a Monster like in the afternoon.
Oh
that
yeah.
just-
That orange
just
one is really refreshing.
It
And
is.
usually energy drinks like a high sugar
Yeah.
stuff aren't like.
And I don't think the Monsters have taurine.
they
I
do.
don't.
I think they do.
Some,
they?
Some, not all.
Yeah, I think once they got called out, they kind of stopped. But I know some
Okay.
of them do.
Well,
A lot of them, like the green ones, for sure. Like they say it on the top.
okay, yeah. I
Oops.
don't drink those green ones.
The normal ones, like the black.
The
and
regular
green?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, those aren't my favorite either.
I like the 0-calorie ones.
Yeah, those are good.
I don't understand. Like, there's so many people who like the 0-calorie ones, but I think they taste like shit.
I guess I've drank them for so long. Like I used to. This was back when I was lifting like every day.
Yeah.
I used to take pre-workout on the way to the gas station, knock back an energy drink on the way to
Oh,
the
wow.
Gym. So
Like a whole Monster.
just stemmed out
Oh, my
to
Lord.
no ends. Yeah.
I can't do any sort of physical activity when I take a Monster because I feel like my stomach is gonna like implode. Like it's like side stitches, so many side stitches. It's very painful. So you're a trooper for that.
Well, I don't do it now. I'm much older.
Yeah,
Much older.
more mature.
Back issues and 2 kids. And yeah, it's I'm an old man.
I've got back issues and no kids, so
Well,
Not yet.
I've got you beat.
damn it.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
That wasn't the right one.
What was I supposed to say, Ben?
Okay.
Okay. Well, you kind of said like okay, and if I said okay,
Okay is still different.
it is
okay?
different, but it's like I don't want to bite off your flow.
No, you can take off my
Dog.
flow anytime, buddy.
Okay.
So, talking about misogynists,
We're not talking about that.
well, we can.
Can.
All right.
I don't want to.
Okay. We can't. We shouldn't.
Going back to TikTok, I guess we can
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
pit around there for a little while. TikTok's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are no rules over there, but there are rules.
It's like Twitter too, in a sense I think, because like exposure wise and like no rules is what you said. It's kind of like everything's going on.
Twitter
kinda
doesn't
crazy.
make sense to me. I
Really?
don't know if this is like me showing my age. I feel like I'm not that old, but I don't understand Twitter.
Why?
I don't get it. I don't
do you mean?
get how people like go viral on Twitter.
I mean, I don't think that really even happens very much anymore.
Okay.
Like every once in a while, you'll have people who like say some funny shit, and then like other people retweet it, and it's just like, oh, that's some funny
Yeah,
shit.
it's like TikTok, but it's the complete opposite because like it's like every other social media. You know, you share it or you like it, and it shows up on other like Facebook. Like you share it or you like it, you're tagged in it, shows up on other people's feed.
Okay.
Like you can turn on like liked tweets, like you can see people you follow as liked
Yeah.
tweets, so you like it.
Okay.
So like that's kind of how it like
Yeah.
expands out. But
Gotcha.
TikTok kind of does it itself. It like forces it down people's throats. Like you're gonna watch this video right now.
TikTok's algorithm is a lot like YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the way that I understand it. Where YouTube's algorithm is more like specific. They curate it a lot more. They have the
Yeah.
money side of it too, where they promote things that they're gonna make them money.
Yeah.
TikTok doesn't have that, so you get seen anything that they think that you might like.
Yeah. Which is beautiful.
And I think TikTok has the best algorithm.
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram suck.
Yeah.
Like if you're not engaged with, like I have friends that I have back in Virginia Beach that I have not seen a single one of their posts.
Yeah.
I have to go physically to their
Look 'em
Instagram
up.
to see if they've posted anything.
Yeah.
Just because the algorithm on on Instagram sucks.
Yeah. Well, because anymore, like, once you see it once, if you get on there for 2 seconds, then it's gone. Like, you don't see it again. You have to go and click, like, older
But
posts.
it's not. Like I'll go on Instagram and I'll go look, and well, I guess like you're talking about an hour later or 2 hours later. Like it's not in this feed.
Well, no, I mean you can go on there. Like, say I just posted something.
Sure.
You go on there and you refresh it. You don't even really scroll. You don't really even do anything. You accidentally got busy and you got off. Just because it refreshed, it counts it as being seen. Just because you opened it, so
that's
it just
not
goes
how
away.
my feed works. My feed, even if I like the thing, it'll still show up in my feed.
How many people do you follow?
Like 100.
Oh, that might be why.
Yeah.
Then.
Okay.
I follow like 2,500.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but, like people I know are like meme accounts or just random people who follow me
Gotcha.
back. I just follow them. So like I want to see. It's like Instagram knows what I want to see and it'll do the exact opposite. Like I want to see like friends and like family and stuff who posted stuff. So I like scroll through and it's just memes. But if I just want to see memes, it'll just show me people who are like, I'm like, I don't care about these people. I just want to laugh right now. But yeah, I think their algorithm, Facebook and Instagram are pretty bad.
Well, and that's why like TikTok getting banned was such a big deal. Because like we were talking before
What
we
even
started
happened
recording.
there? Like, it's still
I don't know.
around.
Like it just it went away. Like it was a big scary thing. Screw Trump and then nothing.
Pretty sure they partnered with a American company. I don't remember which one it was. Actually, there were talks. I think Walmart wanting to like buy like the share of the American company that was required by Trump for them not to ban it. But I don't think it was Walmart. I think it was someone else.
Well,
I've never heard of before who probably got a good deal on it.
I understand that like not having like I'm not saying other countries are bad, but Chinese companies tend to have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Not saying that TikTok does, but their privacy data sharing stuff was pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
So I get like them wanting to put it in an American name, make it where it like had to be FCC or not FCC, but like they had to adhere to strict guidelines for privacy because that's like a big deal. But like it was a big deal, like the TikTok banning thing, and then it just went away.
Yeah, it did kind of just go
like
away.
it was the main thing that everybody was talking about for like a week, and then it just never heard of it again.
Yeah, and but those same like companies like Facebook and I guess Facebook is Instagram now, but
I think that they were told that they had to sell Instagram, didn't they?
I haven't heard anything about
With
that.
the censorship stuff. I thought I saw that.
wow.
I might be
Oh
wrong.
yeah, because they have like a monopoly.
Was that
on
recently?
Everything.
Like
Kinda.
within the last month or two.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I hadn't heard
Like
that.
December, maybe.
But that's kind of dumb because what about Disney? I mean, like Disney owns everything.
Well, that's.
I understand there's
Well,
there's
and-
not censoring, but like still, it's a huge.
Well, no,
monopoly.
they're still censoring in a certain sense.
Well, yeah,
but, you know,
but
it's-
in a certain censoring.
yeah, a certain sense of censoring.
It's an awfully hot coffee. The censorship stuff is wild.
Yeah.
Because it's like what doesn't make sense to me is that everyone is like hailing Twitter as a private company. They can do what they want to do. They do not. They have freedom to do what they want to do because they're a private company. But
on the same side
those
of
same
that,
people will say that the business up the road can't be open because COVID.
Yeah.
So it's a weird like double standard
It is.
time just because they don't like Trump. Like
Yeah.
I will never understand people hating a person that literally has done nothing to them. Like, yeah, he's the face of racism, whatever. I don't think he is. I think that we've been led to believe that. I'm not defending Trump.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't think that he's the best fit for our country. I think there were much better choices than the two that it came down to.
Yeah, I agree.
Tulsi Gabbard was a wonderful choice. She would have been wonderful for our country. Andrew Yang may not have been the best choice, but he was young.
I like Pete Buttigieg too.
I didn't.
yeah, a few people.
I didn't look too much into him. And then Joe Jorgensen. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Vermin Supreme.
Vermin Supreme. He
Every
pops up
year.
on my timeline, and
Just a great guy.
on
He's
Facebook,
chill.
and it's just
Great
the
guy.
best thing ever.
Yeah.
Free ponies, zombie preparedness. I mean, what
we
other
already have one
candidate-
actually.
Do we?
The U.S. already has a zombie preparedness plan. If you look into it, like it's an actual thing that we have.
Holy shit!
That means it could definitely exist
that
and
what-
happen.
that what
Maybe
COVID-
it already happened.
Maybe it's
and they
right
erased
now.
our minds.
Maybe it's happening right now.
Maybe
as
that's
we
what
speak.
COVID is.
Ooh.
And like 2 years from when it like first popped off is when the zombies start rising.
Yeah,
Honestly,
maybe after everybody.
I've been
died.
thinking a lot about that. Like, what is going to happen? Like, are we all just going to start dropping like flies? Everyone else gets COVID like in like 2 years.
Maybe it makes your lungs start breathing again after you die. it has a germ
Oh,
in
yeah.
there that takes over. Yeah, and then brings you up, and you get out of the coffin,
wait a
and
while,
you
though.
go up, and you bite people, and they get it, and then you die, and then you become
Like
one of
zombies.
them. Yeah, this guy gets it.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
Tell me more.
I don't know.
Ah, I see.
A lot of stuff.
I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities
Mm-hmm.
to all the shit that's out there.
Yeah, anything,
Um,
especially new stuff like COVID.
oh, I mean, even like COVID, like they flip flopped on their recommendations and what we're supposed to be doing, and now
There's a
they're-
certain degree with that, I think. Yes, some of it is weird, but some of it comes down to they are learning more about it.
and I get that.
But I don't know. I feel it's a dangerous thing because if everything is how they say it is, we all have to understand that they don't understand shit.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of us don't understand shit.
But
Yeah.
that's what doesn't make sense to me is that we're putting all this faith in scientists and government
Who are we
when-
supposed to put our faith in?
ourselves.
Yeah, that's
I mean, we're supposed to
I get that, yeah.
we're supposed to govern ourselves.
I'm fine with that personally, but a lot of people are not okay with
The
that.
other
and that's
thing
the
that I
issue,
keep seeing a
sadly.
bunch of is that the solution to the problem should not be worse than the problem itself. And the suicide rates are astronomical.
Yeah, it's a really tough. Like, there's no right answer to any of this.
And that's the thing. Like, people think that the answer is the answer that they have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's everything. That's from birth to death.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people will believe because they believe in their truth.
Yeah,
When we all have our own truth and we all experience life in a different way. My thing is, in our country that we live in, there are a set of rules that we're supposed to be governed by,
yeah.
not people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that's what doesn't make sense to me is that the systems that we have were never supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to have people that upheld the rules that we had,
Yeah,
not make new ones.
yeah.
And that's where I draw the line is when they start telling me what I can and can't do.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a mask, I keep distance, I do
Yeah.
everything I'm supposed to do because it's just it's what I'm supposed to do. I don't necessarily believe it, but I do it because it's the thing that I'm supposed to do right now. My thing is, how long are we going to do it?
Yeah. Hopefully not much longer.
But even the vaccine, if everybody got the vaccine, we'd still have to socially distance and wear masks, right? Like that's what they're telling everybody that's getting the vaccine.
which is very like
So what's
it's a
the
weird.
point?
I
Like,
mean,
we theoretically we could have been done with this 6 months ago if we had just not shut stuff down. Because when tuberculosis
Yeah, it
was a thing,
depends.
they didn't shut anything down. They just made new hospitals for the people that had it and quarantined them there. They
but
didn't
also
make a
look
big
at.
deal
I
about
mean,
it.
you can look at places. Switzerland. They
Herd
let
immunity?
everyone
Yeah.
decide if you want to stay home, you can stay home. If you want to go out, you can go out.
And
it's up
that's-
to you. And they ended up. The people decided, and their death rate is significantly low.
Well, and that's the thing that, like,
Because you're leaving it up to the person to decide
Yeah.
what they do. If you feel you're at danger, that means you can stay at home. Like
well,
you can do. You
there's
can,
two parts.
no one's
to
telling
that,
you to
too.
go out.
There's two parts to that. If the government actually wanted us to adhere to the guidelines, they would not give us $600. They'd give us $6,000
Yeah, if
to
they
stay home.
yeah,
You know,
because you have to afford to stay home.
you can't. Most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, if that, and they expect everyone just to not work. And then like the $600 stimulus, we haven't even gotten it.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
two
not gonna
kids.
get it at all, but
Well,
I mean, I don't need it, but
you're in that weird age group where you're still like a dependent,
Yeah,
but you also
and I
might
know-
not be. My brother and sister are in the same boat.
yeah, I know some people my age who do need that.
Yeah.
You know, who are like pretty much dependent at this point because
Yeah.
their parents like, you know, are on drugs or don't
Sure.
take care of them or whatever. And like some people do need that, and it's hard to classify a group of people who's like, well, we'll give it to them, but not them. And you know,
Well, and
it's tough.
that's the thing that makes me distrust anything that they're saying, because if it really was what they're saying it is, they wouldn't pussyfoot around.
yeah.
they would give us what we need to survive through it.
Oh no,
Instead
but
of pointing fingers at each other, blaming the
here's
orange man.
here's another perspective
You
on
know?
that same train of thought. They would do that if they are the people they say they are, if everything is how they say it
Sure.
is. But the thing is, what if they're all just really fucking stupid?
Well, I don't think they're
I
stupid.
think they're very
'cause
smart. But
they're smarter than
No,
The
no, I
average-
mean like the politicians. Like they all put themselves in the position to be a politician. Who in their right mind?
Well, and that's my
actively
point.
thinks to be a
We're giving them the power by saying, yes, we agree you have the power. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole.
We're getting political, Brennan. We're
Well,
getting political here.
well, like
Maybe I am.
The other thing that doesn't make sense, and we can kind of end on this little tangent here. Not the episode, but this little
This little
bit here.
round off thing.
the Trump rallies that were going on during the summer, right? Like you had hundreds of thousands of people at these Trump rallies. Most Trump supporters didn't wear masks. We didn't see a spike.
Yeah.
2 weeks after the first Trump rally, it should have skyrocketed. But
Well,
it
okay,
didn't.
here's the issue in that realm of things, because those people all go back to their state or wherever they're from, and
They should have taken it to their state, and you should have seen outbreaks across the country for 4 weeks.
how many people were at that?
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands?
Yeah.
Was it really hundreds of
I
thousands?
don't know if it was hundreds of that. It was a lot of people.
A
though.
shit ton of
Shit
people.
Yeah, he's really good at gathering people.
Yeah.
I think he's actually like a genius as well. Like a genius, not necessarily a manipulator, but also
Well,
sort of.
that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me about how people hate him. Because before he was the president, people loved
yeah,
the
people
guy.
loved him. Yeah.
He could do no wrong. He was a smart businessman, made his money. Like he did stuff in the community.
He was in Home Alone too.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I saw on IMDb the other day that they had a little trivia fact there that said he is the only cast member in Home Alone 2 to be banned from Twitter.
And to become the president.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, he's got both.
Yeah.
Yeah, up and down. You know. Are you looking up how many people?
I mean, there's a lot of people. A lot of people will gather. For
But
that
that's
man.
my thing. Like most of them don't wear masks. Most of them were like nut to butt
Yeah.
at these Trump rallies. So why did we not see an uptick in
Yeah.
even just a slight uptick, other than the just normal uptick that we had from people living their lives? It didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
We
know,
can move past this little tangent here.
So between 2,000 and 80,000.
So
Not 100,000.
about 100,000.
Possibly,
point.
but as possible as little as 2,000.
But over the course
So,
of his
okay.
campaigning,
Yeah.
during the year, there were hundreds of thousands of people throughout
Yeah.
the entirety
But
of his
also,
campaign.
Take this thought. Okay, let's say all of those 80,000 people
Sure.
got corona.
Sure.
Do you think all of those 80,000 people are going to go get tested?
No, but they're
Hardly any of them
they're
will
gonna
because
be
they're
in-
Trump supporters.
but they're going to be in contact with people that will.
Okay, what?
You get what
They're
I'm
going to be in
saying?
contact with more Trump supporters.
I know. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying.
but
I mean,
work.
it's a variable thing here because I mean, yes, they're like, I don't know. Of course, there are definitely going to be some people who get sick from it, but that doesn't mean that all of those cases are going to get reported. And if
Sure.
those cases do get reported, they're going to get reported to the states, and you're not going to have like a widespread, like a super widespread outbreak. Say if everybody from that riot was from Maryland, then you're going to see a lot more
And also,
concentrated cases.
you really got to think about this. A lot of Trump supporters are from rural areas, and
Yeah.
they're not,
Sure.
and they're not. And I understand what you're saying with the
Yeah.
uptick thing, and it, maybe because like I'm assuming most weren't 80,000. I'm assuming there wasn't.
Yeah.
Because you said
Well,
2,000.
even if it was,
Yeah.
say it was 20,000.
yeah,
that
if it was
big of a
10,000,
gap.
I mean, like, and say 5 people there had it, I'm sure they probably gave it to at least like. I'm sure probably like 100 people. If 5 people had it, at least 100 people came out of there with
Yeah.
COVID.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's not really enough to see like a huge uptick.
Yeah.
But that's what doesn't make sense about it.
Yeah.
They're making us do all of these things to keep from getting it when maybe 100 people got it
Yeah.
out of the 20,000 that were there.
And I will say this.
And of those 100 people that got it, maybe half of them had symptoms.
Yeah.
And of those half, one might have had a bad case of it. I'm these are theoreticals, but the line of logic with it doesn't make sense to me to halfway shut the country down in the most half-assed way.
That's fair. Yeah, it's really
You know?
I think you got to commit either way.
Yeah, it's one way or
That's
the
what
other.
I'm saying.
You can't have it partially open because then you're
it's
still
not gonna work.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it didn't
But
work.
even like
Just
partially
shut it down
open,
completely for like a month and then
But to shut it down, like they shut us down. They shut down our state, but they didn't do anything to make it justified.
Yeah.
They didn't help. They gave us unemployment, sure, for a small period of time, one stimulus check. The
You were gonna say something?
No.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you just finish that. Go ahead.
Well, I don't remember where my
Yeah,
train was
it'd
going.
be like that.
Gave us unemployment. They're not financing us
they're
enough to where we can
half-assing-
actually sufficiently.
They're doing
have
the
a
bare
lockdown.
minimum to justify.
Yeah.
The bare minimum.
I was just gonna say there's a lot of weird stuff going on. I will agree with you. Like it's like unexplainable. Like some people will like get it like a huge gathering, and other people won't.
Yeah.
And like weird symptoms. Like I remember.
Okay, my coworker. Okay, one of my coworkers back in the summer
I
had
remember this.
corona, and
This is when my wife worked there too.
she had corona, and then like she worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She tested positive and found out she had it. Another coworker of mine drank from her drink on Saturday.
Wow.
Fine,
Yeah.
not positive,
Very
nothing
weird.
like that. Like, how are you?
Well, and
I don't know, it's
and
just strange.
Also, the fact that Elon Musk tweeted out that he had gotten 4 tests in one day. I guess he was doing something where he had to get tested.
Yeah.
2 negatives and 2
Those
positives.
rapid tests are really not
Yeah,
accurate.
yeah.
I don't know why I think they actually stopped doing them mainly because like they come back in like 2 hours, but they're like spit tests. I remember Nick Saban, the Alabama head coach, he tested positive, and then he took like 5 tests and they were all negative, and he was like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, he was like, well, I guess I'm good now.
There's no point to a rapid test.
No, it's really like, well, you're negative, but you definitely could be positive, or you're negative, and you're positive.
Well, that's
You definitely
okay.
could be
We're
negative.
constantly living in a world of Schrodinger's crap.
Schrodinger's crap.
Yeah.
I like
But Schrodinger's cat. I
Yeah.
mean, we constantly have COVID or don't. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Like-
life.
You're just like-
you have the flu or you don't. You have cancer or you don't. You roll the dice and you live.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I'm gonna go to that gathering. I don't have COVID, or like I can't go to that gathering. I could have COVID.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I didn't mean to like come down this rabbit trail of COVID. I mean, we can go back to talking about music or whatever. I don't know. It frustrates me that the systems don't work for us.
It's very topical.
Yeah.
So don't
I
apologize
know.
for talking about it. I mean, it's something we can all talk about. 'cause
Yeah.
it affects all of
Yeah.
us.
Well, and it like, we'll move past.
Yeah.
We'll,
We're
I
gonna
I
keep
could go
talking
back. I could jump
Yeah.
Let's
right
get back
into
into
it. So with your music, how
How?
how do you?
Talk about some of your tracks. You want to
Yeah.
talk about dogs maybe or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
one.
so Dogs, which is
Do you want to play one of the tracks?
Yeah, you can play one and we can like
Okay.
put it on later in the post.
Okay.
Just like
I'll pull it up here.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
he's got it. He's gonna
Go ahead
and
and talk about it,
yeah.
and then I'll play it.
So Dogs was like, the beat is really simple. Of course, it's just the bass is the main driving thing, and it was one of the first beats I ever made, and I actually made it with Ableton Light. So I think that's what it's called, or Ableton. No, I think it's Light, and you only allowed 8 tracks.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I told you that, but I got
That's
the full
scary.
version. Yeah, you're only allowed 8 tracks. So it was like it was a really simple beat, and it's one of the first ones I ever made, and I say that it's Dogs 2.0 because I had another beat that was really not good.
Right.
That I was gonna make a song called Dogs, or it was just gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no. And then I made that beat, and I was like, well, this is fire. So then I was
Right.
like, it was like it fits perfectly over the thing. And actually, there's a really funny story behind it. So I actually made the beat as a joke to send to my friend Justin. We were making like advertisements for like the marching band,
Okay,
and like
cool.
I like talked in a microphone about like the band is a place for loyalty or something like that, and I took my vocal and I chopped it. That's the stuff you hear in the background, the that stuff, and it's like wherever we go, wherever we. So like I chopped that up and I made that into a beat and I sent it to him, and he's like, this is not what I wanted. And I was like, yeah, but this is what I want. So then I turned it into a real, song, and I recorded that, and I was like, I got to get like Cooper and Jesse on
Right.
this, or Eisenberg and AIs. They're is their names.
Which one's which? Because I don't even
AI
know.
is Cooper.
Okay.
His real name is Abstract Inspector, short for that. It's a pretty sick name.
Okay, hell
and
yeah.
Jesse is Eisenberg because Heisenberg, Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Nice.
Yeah, and but yeah. So then I was like, I sent it. I think this was before COVID. I recorded it with Jesse in my car. Because that's a really good studio. If you guys didn't know, recording in a car is nice. And then Cooper has his own stuff, so he sent me his verse.
Yeah.
And then so that's the story.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and play.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
some of
You
the
can play a
track.
snippet.
And,
Yeah.
Reece on the track. I rap so hard you could call it vicious. I'll tear these rhymes up like a bad meniscus. You replay the joint like a bad discus. You replay the joint like a bad wait. Whenever I can be, I'm in the vicinity. I'm on the scene like a Jesus nativity. Throwing pussy round like I'm a linity. Feeling like Quagmire, giggity. Finish him. She made me come fast like a minute. Finish him. She made me come fast like a minute. I was bad. Dirty hand. Like fucking Negan. I got the man. Me and my dogs, we living up. Yeah, we tearing it up, but don't give a fuck. I just gave her the dick, now she thunderstruck. Like Denzel Curry, gotta switch it up. Yeah, I kick on the enemy, Kung Lao. I like my chicken like Kung Pao. I could keep rapping till sundown. Pull out the ray gun, pow, kapow. Hey, bitch. What up? I got a billion of hoes all over the fucking globe. I got a billion of flows. Watch me switch it up some more. Like I got a spark on my brain. I got a fucking the bang. I got the feeling of pain. But your mama said no, baby. My shit so crazy and I'm so lazy. Like I'ma do this for days and you don't even know how to blaze it. Like my crew go wild. I'ma fire sauce you, I'm out. I'm gonna make this worth it. I'm gonna make this first it. I'm gonna make my dick. Me and my dogs, we living up. Yeah, we tearing it up, but don't give a fuck. I just gave her the dick, now she thunderstruck. Like Denzel Curry, gotta switch it up. Yeah, I kick on the enemy, Kung Lao. I like my chicken like Kung Pao.
that's got like a nice gritty. I don't know. It's just like, you know.
That was the point. Jesse's was the middle one, or Eisenberg.
Yeah.
The second,
The second verse,
Verse.
yeah. I have the first verse in the
his
chorus.
the way his vocals sound. Do you know Brain, Lil Dicky's?
I have heard of that, yes.
It kind of had that like sound to it. I liked it. It
Yeah.
was cool.
So like his was every time I like showed that to anyone before, they were like, "Who's that guy in the middle? He has such high energy." And like I don't know. It's really frustrating because he has such high energy and he doesn't even try. And it's like, for me, I have to like get into it, and he just kind of raps and just goes with it. And I'm like, okay, this is not fair that you have such high energy and I don't. But yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like that's part of your thing that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah. I mean,
laid back type thing,
Yeah.
which is very
Yeah.
suave.
I remember recording the screaming part. I was in my room and I was like, I don't know how to record screaming. I just kind of like stepped like 6 feet back from the
Right.
microphone and I was like, I want bands, and it was pretty funny.
You didn't get to it, but I really like Cooper's verse and I really like how Cooper
Yeah.
raps. He's a very like fast and flowy rapper.
Cooper is a really
Well,
good
if
rapper.
you want to hear that verse, we'll have a link to the song in the show notes.
Thank you guys.
And go support it.
Yeah. It's on Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube and other places. I can't remember.
Do you have a like fan link or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a link tree.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
put that in the show
Okay,
notes, and,
sweet.
and people can find it there. First link in the show notes will get
Yeah.
you to that.
I also have another song. I don't know if you guys have heard the other one. It's called Fart Beat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beat that I made out of farts.
Oh God!
And we dissed me and my friend and someone else. We dissed our other friends, and because they were like, "I bet you can't make a beat out of farts," and I was like, "Fuck you!" So I made a beat out of farts, and I was like, "Gabe, we're gonna diss these people on this track," and we did, and I actually really enjoy it, but it's a kind of a more like funny track, obviously.
and that was on
yeah,
Apple.
that's on everything
Okay,
too.
cool.
Yeah, I just released that one first, kind of like as a test run too.
Nice.
It's like, yeah,
How long has your stuff been up on?
since
Streaming.
Towards the end of October.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So pretty recent.
Yeah, for a while.
Wow.
I've been working a lot of music just trying to figure out what to release next and perfect and stuff.
Yeah, what do you have next on the docket?
I have a lot of stuff. I actually have a lo-fi song which I really
Nice.
love.
I like lo-fi.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know if you guys have heard of Corpse, but he has like a really deep voice.
Okay.
Like, really deep voice. And
Gotcha.
he actually has a medical condition that causes him to have a deep voice. But he makes music too, like sort of like hard, like it's kind of like Dogs, but more like kind of like in your face, and but it's sort of like that, you know, darker rap sort of stuff, and it slaps. But he also has a lo-fi song called like Agoraphobic or something.
What would you consider XXX Tentacion?
I don't know. He did a lot of. He's definitely a rapper. But I think he's more like a artist.
Well,
just in general, because he's sung too.
I mean, as far as his like style, it's very dark.
Yeah.
But it's also like screaming.
Yeah.
At the same time, and like it had you had elements of that in the song, which is, I haven't listened to a whole lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
I just kind of know his style or what his style was.
Yeah. He's definitely like part of the SoundCloud rap era, and like the sort of like emo rap stuff, because
Gotcha.
he sung a lot too, but he did rap a lot. You know, with Ski Mask. Ski Mask is one of my favorites, by the way. But you know, with his rapping stuff, it was just a lot like that. I took a lot of inspiration from just stuff like that.
Cool.
But with his singing stuff, you know, it's different.
Is it so when you're like creating, do you come up with a beat first and then like rap on top of it, or do you come up with raps like, do you have a note in your phone that you just have like one-liners that you piece together?
Yeah, I definitely have notes.
Okay.
I have so many
Cool.
notes, but either one. Sometimes I'll make a beat and I'll write something for it, or sometimes I'll have something written and I'll make a beat around that, or I'll make a beat and I'm like, oh, that fits really well with that. So it's really just hit or miss. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'll start with this first. I'm like, I just do it. Just, you know, I just like, oh, that sounds good, and I'll go with that. Usually, and I don't ever like set out to. I like set out to make stuff like. I'll be like, hear that song, like, I want to make a beat like that, and then it'll turn into something completely different. That's what usually happens.
Gotcha.
All the time, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So sea shanties.
Sea shanties. Let's bring it full circle.
Full circle.
One of my favorites.
Any sea shanties on the horizon?
Sea shanties?
Well,
shanties?
I think hold on, let me look it up on my phone. But I think the group that I was listening to that's really good is called The Longest Johns, which is a great name.
Okay.
They mark themselves as alternative folk
Nice.
music. Yeah.
I like
so
that.
they had a whole album that I was listening to, just vocal sea shanties, like no like accordion or like drums.
All right.
And it just if you want serotonin or dopamine or whatever chemical that releases, any happy chemicals, you want to feel good, just listen to some sea shanties, and you know, maybe get a group of people together, socially distanced or masked or not, and just sing some sea shanties.
Say sea shanties
Sea
six
shanties.
times fast.
Sea shanties, sea shanties, sea
Yeah.
Shit.
shit.
All right. I think that does it.
Are we wrapping up?
No. We're staying here forever.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah?
I already feel like I've been here for 6 hours.
But at the same time, it feels like it's
feels
been 6
3
minutes.
Yeah.
We're in a weird like black hole.
Time loop.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
just talked about sea shanties again.
Yeah.
And now
it
we're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
came full circle.
Guys.
Oh, my God.
I hate to break it to you, but we've been in Applebee's this whole time.
the fog thickens and it breaks, and you see the waitress coming up to take our order.
The slogan on the side, bar and grill.